pause. All right, everybody stand where you are. Open your eyes. Okay, so we got some people who are linked up, and we got some people just floating all around. Okay, so if you think you have found your mate, don't talk, just raise your hand. If you think you have found your mate. So we got 2 people here, 2 people over here, 2 people in here, 2 people here. We got a threesome right here. All right. If you are floating and have not found anybody, come stand over here. So this will be the lost and found. Wow, that's a lot of people that did not find anything. All right. So I'm going to say this first before I start asking questions. People in the lost and found, do not do or say anything right now while I'm talking to these people. Okay? So just stay quiet over here. Okay? Alright. What sound were you making? Red. What sound were you making? What are you? Frog. What are you? Frog. Yay! Let's give this a little yay. I'm going to save the threesome for a second. What sound were you making? What sound?
Dog.
What are you? Dog. Yay! What sound were you making? What sound? What are you? Cat. What are you? Yay! What sound? What sound?
No.
What are you?
Cow.
Yay! All right. What sound were you making?
Roar.
What sound were you making?
Roar.
What sound were you making?
Roar.
That's amazing, right? 3 roars. Okay? So we'll pause them for a minute because we'll see what's happening with the lost and found. Okay, so are you a lost and found? What sound were you making? 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 What sound were you making?
I forget now.
Well, give us one. Okay, what sound were you making? What sound were you making? What sound were you making? Huh? Nay. What sound were you making? Alright, so let's give you all a chance. Don't talk, but if you heard a sound that somebody just made that you think may be your sound, link up with it. Don't talk! Alright, so we still got 4 people floating. Alright, so what was your sound again? What sound were you making? What are you?
A monkey.
What are you? Monkey. Wow! Right. What sound were you making? What sound? What are you?
I'm a unicorn.
What are you? Yay! Very nice. Are y'all still okay?
I think that's what I was like.
So give me
not robot chicken. Not robot chicken.
What are you? I mean, what was the sound? What was the sound? The sound? Okay, she's moving. What is that? She's shifting. She's just gonna. Okay, to him. All right. Well, what are you? What are you? Oh! What are you? What are you?
Bear.
What are you?
Okay, lion.
Oh! Look at that! The lions and the bears. Got confused. Okay. So we still got 3. Let's spread back some so we can get our lost and found people.
Wait, that's good. This way.
Yeah, so okay, so we still got 4 people who what sound were you making? What sound? Oh, what sound? Okay, what are you? Pig! What are you?
Snail.
Snail, what are you? Pig, what are you?
Snail.
Snail!
Hard.
I know what they did. Right, very good. Good. Everybody have a seat. Let's talk about what mediation, right? So, talk about first, what was the experience like, having your eyes closed, making this sound, and walking around trying to find somebody? What was that like?
It was listening. You had to tune up your ears to hear the sounds that you were making and compare it to your mate.
Okay?
Extremely difficult.
Good.
It was
Go ahead,
funny.
Robin. I'm just going to go around. Go
It was
ahead.
funny, everybody's perception, different perceptions of what, you know, like even with the thing, with it's regular, how people sounded different being a pig or a bear, and how they percepted the sound of this animal going in blinded, you know, and just blind. It was just really, I thought it was fun. I mean, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good. Other people?
It's difficult. I'm just glad I got Cal. I mean, very easy noise to make.
It's like, yeah, recognizable, right? Although DJ is going to tell us that what?
In our training, when we did this game, I was making a cow sound like a cow really makes. Like I was going, and then the other cow was just saying moo, and it got a little confused. Not for me, but for her, because she didn't know what the hell I was doing. Because I guess she'd never heard a real cow before.
Farm country?
Right. Okay, who else?
My animal is fictitious. It doesn't even exist, and therefore I had a hard time finding out what it says.
Wow, yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't make sense.
Maybe not in your mind.
That's right, right? Good. What else?
Well, I think perception is a really important word in this because I was a monkey and my partner and I, we didn't find each other until the end, but we were different monkeys, different kinds of monkeys.
Oh, is that what was on the screen? So what was a different continent? So what kind of monkey were you?
I was a small high tree monkey.
And who was your partner?
I was a pig.
Well, John, you messed it up. That's an A. Thank you, DJ.
I thought it was, it's sort of interesting because of the uncertainty. You know, wherever you start making your animal noise, you're thinking, well, is that what I want to sound like? Is that what I want to come across as? Am I sounding like I should be sounding? You know, is this real as far as, you know, will they recognize this as whatever I am?
Wow. Yes.
I waited a minute before I started making a noise because I figured I would just try to listen for whatever
Then you might not
seemed
have to make it.
to know the most similar, and then I would mimic that, and that would be
Wow.
Ooh,
strategy.
That's good.
But I was, for the record, I was a Cocker Spaniel, and I think the car was, I don't know, a boxer or
It's really amazing how you can tell the difference. Because I have a Lhasa Apso who's like this big and looks like a stuffed animal. And no. She sounds like some kind of big dog, evidently, because maintenance men will not come in our house.
Oh, that's good.
They will leave a note that says you have an unfriendly, vicious dog that you must put away before we will come and fix your cabinet. And I'm like, she looks like a stuffed animal. You know, I literally put her with my stuffed animals and taking a picture, and people don't know which one to do it.
Can you do
like,
the bar?
She's like, she's like, she's a beast, and her name is Kayla. Like, how pussy can you be?
Dang.
I know.
That was not very neutral.
Good. Other people, did you have something you want to say? No.
Well, I mean, clearly it's incredibly difficult to make a snail noise. And like that.
What does a snail really
Imitation of a snail noise.
Right, very good.
The last time I played this, I was a snail, and I just walked around going squish, squish, squish.
Oh, yeah.
Like, cool.
Other people, what was it like?
I think it was interesting having to limit yourself to just one sense. You know, that sense of hearing. You couldn't use your eyes to find who was like you or something.
And what's funny is sometimes when people are monkeys, they have their eyes closed going, and nobody can see you doing that. But we do it anyway, just to, you know, yeah.
I tried to have that. I was
like, because there was the problem was like, how do you communicate what you are? And one way to do it is with like trying to mimic the sound. The other way is taking the most commonly used, you know. So I was going. Let
me just say all of their Americanized words. Just go woof bark, woof bark.
No, like, I was like.
Sounds like a dog with a rat.
So she could just pick one and find you.
Exactly.
Sounds like a dog with a rat.
And then once I found her, we were all in full dog mode.
And they kept barking while they were sitting there. She was going, rock, rock. And I was like,
He was stuck sitting things work together usually. One starts, the other one
they definitely did across the way. If that one barks, the whole neighborhood is barking.
Every dog in the
Yeah. Good. Other thoughts about what it was like?
Well, I was waiting for Noah to calm the dogs down because I couldn't hear them.
Isn't that something? And the dogs wouldn't shut up.
Imagine it.
The poor animals trying to find their way still couldn't get it because they were just.
Mine was
I
too
did
easy.
find it interesting once you had us make our sounds over here, and Margaret made her sound. I was like, oh, I was listening for what I thought a monkey
Sounded like.
instead of what Margaret sounded like as a monkey.
I still didn't know what she was. I wrote the animals and I'm like, I didn't know. And I'm going, she must have had snail or something, because what was she doing? You know, like it was, yeah. That's good. Other thoughts about what it was like?
Mine was too easy.
Too
He was
easy.
right
What did
across
you
the way.
have?
I had Frog and Barry had Frog. We were like right across from each other.
So she started going ribbit and he was going ribbit, ribbit, and they just literally walked across the room and found each other. Yeah. So what about the lions and bears? What were you all doing? How did you end up
roaring?
Roaring. So all of you were roaring, and then the three of you found each other. Gina, be honest about what you were doing for a long time.
You know, it was so loud, so initially, that's why I was standing behind him. Because I thought, wait a minute, it looks like a lion. And
You know why she said it looks like a lion?
His eyes were open?
Her eyes were open. So you notice I said tell the truth about what you were doing for a long time? Not only were her eyes open, she wasn't saying a thing.